Hey everybody, welcome to Aham, Prema. I am Divine Love Mantra Meditation Practice. Thank you for joining me. My name is Holly, and Aham Prema means I am Divine Love, and what we do here is raise the energy of Divine Love in our lives and out into the collective. So tonight, it's April 19th, 2020, and we are going to have our second new moon in Aries this night. The thing that makes it even more special, so we talked about the Aries new moon a month ago, and now we're talking about it again. It's like the universe really wants us to get this Aries energy. And it's really about honoring the self and this like energy to move forward. Aries really wants to take action. Aries wants to, really act on ideas. Aries is courageous. Aries is like head first. It actually affects the head. There's a boldness to Aries energy. Last month, I talked about that as well as kind of looking at the inner child and nurturing the inner child, using that like right now, Aries ruler Mars is in Cancer. So I was like, let's take that Mars energy, which is courage and warrior and strength and impulse, and use it while it's in Cancer, the sign of basically the mother, to mother the inner child. Now we're experiencing Aries for a second time, an Aries new moon for a second time. So you have the chance to put your intentions out there again. And, maybe this time from the point of view of like a kid that, is just like knows that they can move forward, that they can have boldness in their actions. For me personally, I also gave everybody an experiment to try, which was I deserve to be here and live here, enjoy, and kind of stamp around and shake things up. And I experienced a lot of anger this last month. And there has been sort of like, I think it's good. I think it's good because it's a bit of a shakeup in just like letting stuff move, stuff that's been stuck in my body, and maybe even making my thinking cloudy. Like I have since I've been back to New York, since I started caregiving for my mom, right? My head it's been really hard for me to like think. And that's not my style. And at the same time, while caregiving, also having like all the the abuse that like maybe I didn't totally work through come up. And some of the stuff I did work through, I'm like, that stuff's still hanging there. So just like dealing with that. It's up now, and it's up for healing. So cool. And, and I can let myself be angry for a little bit too, right? Because anger can get you to move. So there's that. The other thing is this realization that I haven't had a whole ton of fun in the last year and a half. In the last year and a half. Actually, since 2020, since the spring of 2020, everything's been kind of dampened. And I think it's time to and I know this, I'm not the only one, but I realize it's essential for my health. I talk about it all the time. Talk about having fun all the time. I have moments of fun, but not sustained fun. So that's something that I guess is going to be part of my intention. Not I guess, it is going to be my intentions for this new moon. The other thing about this new moon is it's an eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. So it's extra potent. This is the time to really put your intentions out there. They can be as bold as you want them. Make them really bold. Let them be like your being here is a good thing, right? It's a good thing for the world. We are all different individuals, yet we're all connected. And we all have our own experiences, right? And in order for us to really contribute, it's almost paradoxical. In order for us to really contribute, we have to get what it is that really drives us. So check in with what gives you passion, what feels like fun, and where you really want to move forward. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just set that intention, because we're going to go right into Taurus. This eclipse, this new moon, is at 29 degrees Aries. So we've been experiencing it for the whole month. After, it's going to tip into Taurus really quickly. And Taurus can digest the Aries energy and ground it and start to move it forward. But your individual desires, your individual courage, your individual way of being is important. And it's time. It's time to just take action. This new moon requires you to be this is for the self. You're not thinking you really, it's for you to make decisions based on yourself. Right? You're not running it through all these other people. What do you think? What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. It's this is what I want. This is what feels good. Or maybe if you're having an experience where you are not sure what you want, but you're really passionate about what you don't want, what's pissing you off. Like I've been experiencing that like throughout the month, right? Or like what makes you deeply unhappy. What's the opposite of that? You know, this might be actually before we really get settled in, you might want to grab a notebook so that like you can write out like, I don't want this, you know, like this is like really, I mean, maybe you'll come up with an invention for something. Like if something frustrates you, you know, like some gadget you're dealing with, you know, like maybe you'll get this creative burst and like, you know, this is what I want, but it doesn't exist. Well, you make it, create it. Yeah, so what was I saying? So, second new moon, Aries. Solar eclipse happens on the West Coast at 9:12 p.m. tonight. On the East Coast where I am, it's 12:12. 12:12. That's 12:12. Well, that's fancy. That's a magic number for sure. I don't know what it means, but you know, people get all excited when you get the double numbers happening, and then 9:12 is like 9 and 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So mind is blown. Okay, so we're gonna go into getting settled, so that now that I'm all fired up, very fiery energy right now, which is good because, oh, the other thing about the eclipse is it's at 29 degrees. So there's going to be an eclipse. There's always this with an eclipse, but this is like in particular. At 29 degrees, we're coming to the end of the sign. So with this eclipse, there's something you're probably going to be letting go in order to allow the new to come in. So, like, you get that? Like, something needs to be let go. And sometimes things just, they leave. Like, we may not have to do anything. It may happen for us. But, or if it's like I was saying, if you're like upset about something and you write what you're upset about, and then you can go, what is the opposite of this thing that I'm upset about? That's the thing you're going toward. Maybe you can let go of being upset. Unless it moves you forward. But, you know, you gotta let it, like that, maybe that's the origin, but then like let it move forward with joy, right? Courage. God, there was one other thing that I wanted to say. I guess I let it go. Or it'll come back to me. There's just a lot of energy going on with this eclipse. So use it to your advantage. And some of it is with eclipses. Eclipses are like bring on fated events. So there could be this feeling of things happening or like events that happen. New experiment. Yes, new experiments. But there's this call to newness, and the eclipses like have these cycles that are like 19-year cycles, and we're gonna get into that in our meditation after Aham Prema. And also this eclipse lasts for 63 seconds. So for each minute an eclipse happens, that it's like it affects a year of time. So we're going to be really experiencing like this energy like over the next year, like whatever events kind of happen around this new moon, like give or take, like, you know, a few weeks in front and a few weeks after, the events that happen, or like you can really experience events like in a year, like so we might see some repetition in a year of like something that's happening around now. Okay, that wasn't what I was gonna say, but that came to me. So anyway, all right, find yourself in a comfortable position. And you can be sitting or lying down. And you can close your eyes or relax your eyes and just take a moment to notice your body. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice any places of tightness or tension. And we're just noticing, just taking a moment to notice. And take a moment to allow yourself to let go of anything you're like worried about in the future, and anything that you're maybe thinking about that just happened. Just let it go. Tell yourself it's okay for the next half hour. You can pick up any worries or anxiety like after this is over. Just let it go. Just allow yourself to be relaxed. And we're going to inhale through the nostrils, sending the breath to the belly, allowing the belly to expand. So inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And again, checking in with your body, noticing how you feel. Notice if anything has shifted just by focusing on your breath. Now we're going to begin to set the intention that each time we repeat the mantra, Aham, Prema, the energy of divine love begins to move around us and then starts to move throughout us, up and down the spine. Each time you repeat the mantra Aham Prema, feeling the energy of divine love moving up and down the spine. And this energy of divine love moves up and down the spine and begins to move throughout your entire body. It's time you repeat the mantra Aham Prema. The energy of divine love moves up and down the spine throughout your entire body, and all around you. So it's like this energy comes out the top of your head, flows around you like a waterfall, and comes back through your feet. At the same time, it moves out through your feet and up like a water fountain through your head, all around you. Each time you repeat the mantra Aham, Prema, every single cell in your body fills with the energy of divine love. Every single cell in your body fills with the energy of divine love. Seeing this divine love as golden pink light, each time you repeat the mantra Aham, Prema, every cell in your body lights up with the energy of divine love. And they start to look like tiny stars. Every cell lit up like tiny stars. And the space between the cells lights up. And this light becomes so bright that it fills up your auric field, so it's as if you are surrounded by a golden pink egg of light. And this golden pink egg of light is completely healing to your energy field. So if there are any leaks or holes or tears, your energy field heals, seals itself up. Each time you repeat the mantra Aham, Prema, this light that moves within you and all around you becomes more vibrant, more brilliant, more powerful, and more expansive. And each time you repeat the mantra Aham, Prema, this light all around you becomes more beautiful, more brilliant, more sparkly and shiny, more expansive. You can feel the vibration of divine love moving through you and all around you. And we'll begin the mantra. And you can repeat it with me or just repeat it in your mind. You're going to inhale and exhale and inhale. Aham, Prema, 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 Aham 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 Prema. Feel the energy of Aham Prema reverberate throughout your entire being. This energy of divine love flowing through you and all around you ripples out into the universe, vibrating the strings of all dimensions and filling it with your unique version of divine love how divine love moves through you, adds to the symphony of divine love in the universe. And this energy of divine love that flows through you is so bright and so strong. It's as if you are a star. And you're shining your brilliant light onto the earth. Imagine the earth in front of you like a ball. And you're just sending that energy to the earth. Letting it flow through your hands, your heart, your third eye, your entire body. Whew. Just allowing divine love to flow. Seeing the earth completely enveloped in this beautiful golden pink light of divine love. Noticing how it feels when it flows through you. Just how nice it feels to just send love. Knowing that the earth is completely blanketed in this healing energy of divine love and completely infused with divine love. And it's like your divine love kind of dances with the energy of the earth's divine love. Woo! Every single being on the planet completely blanketed in this healing energy of divine love. Completely infused with divine love. Every being on the planet. All beings seen and unseen. Completely filled with divine love. Now we're going to move through time. Looking at the energies of what's happening in the cosmos with this eclipse. We're going to go back to April of 2004. And just noticing the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about April of 2004. And allow yourself to be there. Allow yourself to see whatever it is that comes to mind for you, whatever memory comes up. Take a moment to get clarity on the story that arises from April of 2004. And now I want you to see that story, see that situation, see that thing, and send it divine love. Surround the scene, that golden pink light of divine love. We'll take a moment. Words come to you, just you can send the words, just whatever the theme is or whatever you see. Just golden pink light. We're going to go back another 19 years to April of 1985. What comes up for you? What comes up for your past self? 1985, April. First thing. See the scene and send your past self, send the entire scene golden pink light of divine love. Surround it. Going to go back another 19 years to April 1966. If you weren't born then, just whatever comes to your mind, whatever comes to your mind, that's the right things. Just see the scene. Send that scene, the golden pink light of divine love. Go back one more time to April 1947. First thing that comes to your mind. Whatever comes to your mind. See a story, see the story. See the scene. And then scented golden pink light of divine love. If there are people in the scene, send them divine love. Anything and everything in the scene, just divine love. There may be some themes that you notice with these stories. Maybe. Now we're going to move to the future. 19 years into the future. These are the eclipse cycles, in case you're wondering why I'm jumping around. 19 years into the future, so that would be April 2042. What comes to your mind? What do you see in your future? You might be quite old. You might be just coming into your prime. What do you see? If there's something in the scene that you want to change, so you come up with a story. Okay, what do you see? If there are themes that you've been seeing in your past, that's going to be a hint that it's something we're working with. If you see your future, do you see what you want to see? And if you do not, use this Aries energy to see what you want to see, to change something if it doesn't feel right to you, if it doesn't look right to you. Where do you want to be in 20 years, in 19 years? Kind of based on this, on a theme, if there's a theme coming up for you. Got some experience now. How do you want to move forward? And this is Aries energy, so like imagine your life in a big way, right? Or in a bold way. Maybe you don't want like big things, but big life, but a bold life. What if you were bold for the next 19 years? You know, when you look back, right? You look back 2 times, 2004 to 1985, a lot has changed. A lot changed in that time, right? 1966, like a lot has happened. So a lot can happen by 2042. What do you want to have happen? What do you believe can happen? And then what do you, and then like, what do you want? See that. You know? Do you see yourself as vibrant? Do you see yourself happy? Like, see those things. It's a good start. You see yourself thriving. That's Aries energy. Thriving. Thriving. So see a scene where you're thriving. Who's around you? Who's in your life? What could your life be like? It could be so amazing. See it. And just send the scene, golden pink light of divine love. Just everything about the scene. And if you can't see a scene, just send love. Send love to 2042. And let it go. We're going to come back. To April 19th, 2023. And I want you to, once again, notice if there were any themes that came up, any repetition in some of these cycles, when these cycles happened. So I give you a little hint of what you're going to be working with. And I want you to go again into the future by 1 year. Because this eclipse energy is going to be moving around for the next year. Okay. Where do you want to be in a year? What do you want to be doing? Just like I ask you every time we do this, except instead of 3 years, we're at 1 year. And if there's something about the theme that you want to change, or that you kind of have this like inkling what's going to be your theme, like, how are you going to surf that? How are you going to navigate it? And then let it, well, just see yourself surfing it and navigating. You're not worried about how. You're worried about what. So, what is it that you want to be experiencing a year from now? See it, start to visualize it, and then again, like I always say, like, go a little bigger, you know, because this energy is about thriving, and thriving means growing. It means shifting and change. It means going, thriving. Really enjoying being alive. So see yourself experiencing joy. See yourself experiencing real happiness. See yourself experiencing those things because you were courageous enough to do it. Okay. Who's in your life? Who's around you? Who's celebrating with you? Who are you taking risks with? You know, what kind of risks are you taking? Like, what are those things you like always wanted to do? See yourself feeling the feeling. See yourself doing it and feeling it. And then surround that whole scene with the golden pink light of divine love. Ta-da! Aham, Prema. And then it's like this bubble. It's like this little bubble that you're just sending this energy from your heart and your hands to the scene. And then you just let it go. Just let it go. Watch it. This whole scene's in this bubble, and just like watch it float up into the sky. It just keeps on going till you don't see it anymore. And you know that the universe is taking care of it. And you know that you're going to get nudges to what's the next action, what's the next action to take, what's the next step. Coming back to right now. When you went to the future, when you went to 2042, there are probably people who might not be around in 2042. Did any of those people come to mind? This just came to me. So, is there anyone that, you might want to let them know that you love them? Or maybe you release them. There's some forgiveness, and you don't have to go up to somebody and say, I forgive you. You can just do it in your own heart. Or maybe there's a contract. You just say, our contract is done. Thank you. You can rip it up. I release you for this lifetime and any future. Is there anyone in your experience that you just don't want to experience in any more lifetimes? This is a good time to be like, all right, thanks. I release you. This is the energy. So, and yeah, it's a creative time, and if ideas and energies are swirling, great. You can, it's going to be a good time to write these things down, journal them. Saturn and Neptune are both in Pisces right now, which is very thin veil, very, very dreamy, intuitive energy. And Saturn always wants to structurize things. So right now, while we're in this big change energy and this intention setting energy, it's a time to really ask, what's the next step to your intuitive self, to yourself right before you go to sleep. What's the next step? In the morning, you might have an answer because Saturn wants to work on it, but we're all connected. So just trusting that Aham, Prema, divine love is permeating everything as you light that up in your own heart, and then it expands out into your reality, into your surroundings. You will also see the world in a more loving way. You are divine love. You are divine love. You are divine love. Aham Prema. Aham Prema. Aham Prema. For the highest good of all. So be it, and so it is. We'll close with an Om Shanti. So the palms come together, thumbs meet at the chest in Anjali Mudra. We're going to inhale and exhale and inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you. Have courage. Have fun. Try some new experiments. Let me know how